In a kingdom once gilded in gold, now fractured by rebellion and betrayal, a new sultan rose to the Saadian throne. His name was Al-Walid ibn Zaydan, son of Zaydan al-Nasir and grandson of the legendary Ahmad al-Mansur. But unlike his grandfather's golden rule, Al-Walid's reign would be marked by shadows, conspiracies, and a nation on the brink of total collapse. This is the story of a man who inherited a crown, but not a country. Welcome to the Unexplained, where forgotten kings return and fading empires come to life. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more epic stories from North African history. A dynasty in decline. By the year 1631, the once mighty Saadian dynasty was in free fall. After the death of Abu Marwan Abd al-Malik II, Morocco had become a battlefield of rival factions, tribal warlords, and ambitious governors. Into this chaos stepped Al-Walid ibn Zaydan, son of Sultan Zaydan Abu Maali. He claimed the throne in Marrakesh, but his rule was weak from the very beginning. He controlled only portions of southern Morocco. Fez, the spiritual and cultural capital, refused to acknowledge him. The countryside was plagued by revolts, and worse, even in his own court, he was surrounded by opportunists, traitors, and divided loyalties. A throne. Surrounded by fire, Al-Walid's biggest challenge wasn't an external enemy. It was the internal disintegration of the Saadian state. From the Atlas Mountains to the Souss Valley, local leaders ruled their territories independently. Tribal militias, Sufi brotherhoods, and former Saadian allies now followed their own laws. In many cases, they simply ignored the Sultan altogether. And while Al-Walid sat on the throne of Marrakesh, the true power of the Saadians was long gone. Intrigue and assassinations. The court of Al-Walid became infamous for intrigue, conspiracies, and sudden disappearances. Ministers plotted in the shadows, envoys were bribed by foreign powers, and trust was a luxury the Sultan could not afford. He was paranoid, and justifiably so. Assassination attempts were common, and there were rumors of his own advisors seeking to replace him with another Saadian prince. Al-Walid responded with fear and brutality, imprisoning nobles, exiling clerics, and using spies to root out sedition. But this only deepened the instability and alienated the very people he needed. A nation in collapse. By the mid-1630s, Morocco was not a united kingdom, but a broken map of rival territories. Northern Morocco was under partial control of local elites and Sufi-led revolts. Fez rejected Saadian legitimacy altogether. Spanish-held ports like Ceuta and Melilla remained strongholds of European influence. In the Sahara and the southeast, the Alawites of Tafilalt were rising, preaching legitimacy through descent from the Prophet and gaining support by offering stability and religious authority. Al-Walid was sultan in name, but a captive of chaos in reality. The end of Al-Walid. In the year 1636, after only 5 years on the throne, Al-Walid ibn Zaydan died suddenly. Some accounts say he was poisoned. Others claim he died of illness or stress. The truth remains unclear. What is certain is that his death accelerated the collapse of the Saadian dynasty. After him, more claimants would come, brothers, cousins, and distant princes. But none could restore the old glory. Al-Walid ibn Zaydan ruled during a time when Morocco needed a savior, and got a shadow. He was not a great general, nor a wise reformer. He was a man born into royalty, trapped in a nightmare of decline, rebellion, and betrayal. But from the ashes of his rule, a new force would rise. The Alawites, descendants of the Prophet, would march from Tafilalt and build a new Moroccan state that survives to this day. If this story of royal collapse intrigued you, don't forget to subscribe, like, and ring the bell. This is The Unexplained, and history is only beginning to speak. Let us know in the comments. Could any leader have saved Morocco during Al-Walid's reign? Or was his fall inevitable? Until next time, stay curious and stay unsplained.